Hey, what's going on, everybody? BlazeHood here, coming at you with another Naruto Shinobi collection video. All right, this time, and I want to clear up some misconception going on in the game with zero cost. I see a lot of people in my community. I've seen people on like smaller channels tell you that they can zero cost a unit by just feeding it in. This isn't blazing. You don't just feed a unit in, feed a dupe into a unit, and you instantly lower the cost. And a lot of people are confused on how to lower the cost on a unit. Now, I've went over it in the past with the Kizuna unit, Naruto and Sasuke, that came out August of last year, 2020. They were the first unit in the game that could have their cost drop to absolute zero. As you can see over here, when you come to my team formation, you can see right here that under the number, you see how under Sasuke there's a 40, under Kushina there's a 90, under Minato there's a 90, and under the Kizuna, Naruto, and Sasuke there's a 0. You can also see the 0 in the top right corner next to the X. There is a 0 right there. Now, to get that 0, there are only a few units who are even in the game who can even have their costs reduced. The Kizuna units, which are the Naruto and Sasuke. Oh my gosh, go back to it. And then the Sasuke and Itachi that I can't fucking pull for some reason. This is like an arc. I can't pull it. Those stupid fucking units, those motherfucking bastards with cock blowing son. I cannot pull those units. It's frustrating. I can't pull them. But those two are the only two units in the game that can have their costs reduced to absolute 0. Now, there are other units in the game that can have their costs reduced lower or lowered, but they can't have it reduced to absolute 0 like the two Kizuna units can. Only Kizuna are the type of units in the game that can have their costs reduced. There are numerous different types of units in the game, very numerous rounds. You got the EX units, you got your Origin units, you have your EX Destroyers, your Gods, your God Slayers. You have your Brain Freeze, the Champions Reward units. You have your what else am I forgetting? Your free units that don't have like I guess I could say a typing at all. Then you have your free unit. What else? Let me see something. They got a list of it right here. Here we go. Help me out. Let's see. You got your EX, your Origins, your EX Destroyers, your Gods, your God Killers, your Champions War units, your Kizuna units, your Limited units, and your normal units. There are so many different types of units in the game, and the Kizuna units are the only ones that can have their cost drop to absolute 0. Now, so in order to drop their cost to absolute 0, you need these dupe crystals that can be acquired by playing the event when the Kizuna unit first drops for their exclusive event, or buying it from the store with actual money, which is a lot of people probably don't want to fucking do, which I understand, it's no biggie. But you can't just farm up a bunch of them or earn a bunch of them, or just... Or you could also take a Kizuna unit dupe and use them as a way to lower the cost, I think. So you could actually use that to lower the cost, but you have to feed it into the potential system. So you feed them into the potential system like this. Let me open up the potential system real quick so that I can demonstrate it and show you guys what it looks like. You see right here in the left corner with the arrow pointing down above the scroll in the left corner, this one right here. This is what you need. This crystal right here is what you need to lower a Kizuna unit's cost by 30. You lower it 3 times, it hits 0 because it starts at 90 like a high God unit. And you lower it by 30, hits 60, you lower by 30 again, hits 30, you lower by 30 again, hits 0. That's pretty much how you lower the cost. I have 2 of them because I think I bought a pack with the Sasuke and Itachi Kizuna unit, but I didn't end up getting to use it because I didn't pull them. And then actually, I think I had one more, but I don't think I had the Kizuna, the Naruto and Sasuke Kizuna 0 cost yet, but I think I used it on them. Either way, I got 2 left, and I farmed 1 from the event. So that's pretty much how you use it. You can't use these crystals on everybody. You can't just feed a dupe into a character and lower their cost. It doesn't work that way. Some of them have to have their costs. They have to be a special unit that can have their costs lowered. I think the only units in the game that can have their costs lowered are the Kizuna units. The Naruto, not the Naruto, but the Tsunade just came out in her event. She can have her costs lowered from 90 to 40. Not 0, but 90 to 40. The Champions Reward guy that you get for farming the crap out of PvP and getting in the top 300, he can have his costs lowered from 100 to 90. And I think those are the only units in the game that can have their costs reduced, unless I'm missing one. If I'm missing one, correct me in the comment section below. I think that's all of them, though. But like I said, if I'm mistaken, tell me in the comment section below. But everybody else, they can't have their costs just simply reduced like that. You have to feed it into potential system once you get these special crystals, or you can get them from also getting dupes. But like I said, only certain characters can have it reduced. So you feeding your character in like this, you taking your character going up to it. Let's use the Hagoromo for example. You take the Hagoromo, you're like, oh, I pulled a dupe of him. Oh, I'm gonna feed him in. You feeding him in like that doesn't lower his doesn't lower his cost. You didn't do anything. All you did was increase his Nindo level and his skill level. That's all you did. You didn't lower his cost or anything. And with legendary frames out right now, with the potential system, it already was a good idea if your unit had a potential system to feed it into potential system first before you fed it into skill level and Nindo, because you have Nindo tickets to give you the stat buff, so you don't need to like go crazy with the Nindo. But now that legendary framing is a thing, it is very important to feed your character in for a potential instead of max Nindo and max skill level. I said it in the video prior to about legendary framing that it's really important now that it is a thing to feed it in for dupes. I've always said when a potential system came out originally that you should feed it in for feed your dupes in for potential, unless they didn't have a potential at all. But now that more units are getting more potential systems, and now that they have a legendary framing, feed it in. I repeat after me, feed it in for your dupe system. Do not feed it in for your Nindo or your skill level. Feed it in for your potential system. The last thing you want to do is feed your dupe in for max Nindo and max skill level, and then your unit gets a legendary frame, and then you're just sitting there looking fucking stupid, because the legendary framing gives you a whole new level of power that the Nindo and skill level that's been here since the beginning of the game and hasn't changed or been altered in any way can get you. With the potential system, you get a massive stat increase. With the legendary frame, you get even more of a massive stat increase and even more abilities. But the potential system gives you this massive stat increase, more massive skill damage increase, more chakra for your character. It is the best way to customize your character for your set needs of countering the meta or countering a specific unit, I guess, if you want to go down that road in the game. Potential system is the best way to get the most damage and the most success, the most power out of your unit. Don't do that. Feed it in. Do like what you do in Dokkan. You don't do it in Dokkan. You don't feed your units in for super attack level or first. You feed it into potential system first. Do the exact same thing here. Feed it in for the potential system first, and then go back and do it for skill level and Nindo. I've done that for all my characters. I took characters that I was like, well, the character's old as hell. Even if it got a potential system, I still wouldn't care about it. But now that it's got a legendary framing, I have to care about it, because the amount of power you get from that is absolutely ridiculous. A perfect example will be this Naruto. He has a potential system now. Oh, shit. Let me go ahead and feed this in. Perfect. See? Feed it in for potential. But me, because he didn't have a potential system at the time, potential system wasn't even a thing yet, and we didn't know it would ever be a thing, I fed him all of my dupes in for him, summoning all my banners into him directly, and now I have him max Nindoed and max skill leveled and everything. And I also just fed a dupe into him. Now I need 4 more dupes, which I probably will pull, because I seem to not be able to stop pulling this fucking unit. So once I get those units, I'm going to feed him into them. And I have a sneaky suspicion he could get a potential system. It would be nice if they potential system him, the Sasuke, the Sakura, and the Kakashi that all came out around the same time. 2018 or 2019, whenever they came out. I think it was 2019. They would actually be really, really good, especially against a Nun type, because they're always hit too, and I think their terrain states work best on Nun type units. They would work very well with a legendary frame. They will be super, super, super good. So I'm hoping, here's the hoping they get one. Fingers crossed that they actually get one, because if they get one, I'm ready for it. This Naruto, I'm gonna pull a bunch of dupes of him, so I'm not even worried about it. Kakashi, do I have any dupes of you? Because like I said, I'm over here talking like I do want you to get a legendary frame also. Yep, I do. And I already had one fed into him too, so that's the second one. So if he gets a legendary frame, I'm ready to go. And I feel like they've been updating this, because I don't remember seeing a Kakashi on here, but whatever. Also feed your lower units into them too, because you never know when they're going to get a potential system, or a legendary framing rather, because you never know. They might sneak up on us to give these 40 cost units a legendary frame, or maybe not a legendary frame, maybe they'll have a 40 cost equivalent, but hell, you never know. So I'm gonna feed. See, here's the God Naruto that we get for playing the Konohamaru mission. Make sure you guys do that, like I said in my previous video. Also, where is that Naruto? I need to max him out and level him up in 7-star him. I haven't 7-starred him yet, but I'm gonna finish up Sasuke first, because this legendary framing is so expensive. I'm going to finish Sasuke up first, and then I'll move on to Naruto if I feel so inclined to. Go ahead and fit that dupe in there too. Bam. Awesome. So now I have 3. So when I come to my legendary framing, so when you do this, come to your legendary framing first, Me personally, I like to come to my legendary framing first and then feed my dupes in to open these up. And then maybe I'll come back later and feed them in to open these up. I don't want to feed my dupes in for these because I can use regular stones from farming to use those, or maybe they'll give me these as a gift. But make sure you come to your legendary framing and open these up first. Always open those up first. Don't fucking no. Go to your legendary framing if your character has it and use it to open it up. Even if your character hasn't had a legendary frame yet, still wait, because they might be the new thing for this. They might not only get a rainbow frame, but they might also get a legendary one. So make sure you guys are prepared for that. But that's it for this video right here. I think that's all I really wanted to cover in this one. I don't think I have anything else I really want to say. I just wanted to clear up some misconception. I don't want to see anybody feeding in their dupes you know, but max Nindo or max skill level. Don't do that. It's not lowering the cost, not doing anything super special. It does help you because it is increasing your Nindo and your skill level, which does give you a stat buff and increases the intensity and the damage of your skill. But with the potential system, you really don't need to rely on that. That is harder to do anyway because you already have to pull a dupe of the character, and it really is like a trade-off that it's not really worth it to do that. That's why I'm keeping this Itachi right here. Look at all the dupes I have with this fucking Itachi right here. I already have him right here, and I've fed him in the past. Like you see, he's 7 out of 11. So you can tell I've been pulling dupes of him. I'm just gonna keep him around here, and hopefully in the future he will get a legendary frame. They legendary framed this 3rd anniversary Naruto. So I'm assuming anybody's on the chopping block and can get it at any point. So you never know who's gonna get it. So make sure you're ready at all times, because I don't even think this Naruto was 7-starred yet. I think they 7-starred him just for all this. He might have been. I don't remember though. So make sure you guys hold on to it though. The main thing I want you to take away from this is hold your dupes. Treat your dupes like you treat your Amazon stocks, and hold the line. Even if they don't have the potential system yet, hold the fucking line. You never know. They may get one, and you're going to be pissed off because you're not going to be able to just do anything. So I'm going to hold out for this Itachi, and hopefully in the future he'll have one. And that is going to be absolutely amazing. I'm going to feed in 5 of the dupes, and whatever dupes I have left, I'm going to feed it in for max Nindo at max skill level, because at that point, I don't think you'll need it anymore. Hopefully at that point, they won't change it up or give us something more that you need even more dupes of the character for, because at that point that's just fucking ridiculous. You might as well get rid of Nindo at max skill level entirely at that point. Shit, you need more dupes for that. We're gonna feed our dupes in for this. You might as well get rid of it entirely. But that's gonna be it for this video right here, guys. Like I said, I wanted to clear up some misconceptions and some stuff I saw in my comment section and stuff I saw in other videos. That way nobody's just sitting here assed out wondering why they're not getting the best out of their units and then quitting the game. So if you guys like this video, you want to see more, don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, all that bullshit. This been your boy BlazeHood. Peace out.